What's your level of English? Let's find out. In today's video, I'm going to ask you a few simple questions to help you understand your English level. Are you a beginner, an intermediate learner, or an advanced speaker? But wait, before we begin, listen carefully. Have you ever tried to speak English and suddenly your mind goes completely blank? You understand everything, but when it's your turn to speak, you freeze. You start thinking, is this correct? What if I make a mistake? And then you say nothing. If this keeps happening again and again, you will stay stuck. But today, that changes. Hey, I'm Gwen. Welcome to Fluent Core English. In this video, you will test your English level by thinking and speaking. This is for you if you understand English but feel nervous when you speak. Stay with me. Don't skip this part, because at the end, you will know your real level and you will speak faster. Here are the rules. No pausing the video, no translating in your head, and don't stay silent. Even if you feel unsure, say something. Because if you don't speak, nothing will change. Ready? Let's begin. Question 1. Listen carefully. If more time, I would learn English faster. Which one is correct? If I had more time, or if I will have more time? Don't overthink. Say your answer. The correct answer is, if I had more time. Say it with me. If I had more time, I would learn English faster. Good. This is a conditional sentence. But don't worry about the grammar name. Just remember the pattern. Stay focused. Don't go passive. Question 2. Which sentence sounds natural? I am waiting you, or I am waiting for you. Say it now. The correct answer is, I am waiting for you. Say it with me. I am waiting for you. Good. After the verb wait, we always use for. You wait for someone. You wait for something. Simple. Now stay with me. This is where many learners make mistakes. Question 3. Choose the correct word. The meeting was because nobody prepared. A. Boring. B. Bored. C. Boringly. Say your answer. The correct answer is boring. The meeting was boring. When something is boring, it makes you bored. Say it. Boring makes you bored. Again. Boring makes you bored. Good. You're doing it. You're not just watching, you are thinking. Most people stay silent, but you are speaking. And that is why you will improve. Stay with me, because the next questions will be a little harder. And this time, you will answer without freezing. Don't go back to silence. Keep going. Let's move to question number 4. This time, I'm going to say a sentence out loud, but I won't show it on the screen. Because now we are testing your listening. And yes, I will speak a little fast. Ready? Listen carefully. I don't know what you did last night. Did you understand that? Let's break it down. I said, I don't know what you did last night. But in real English, we don't say every word clearly. I don't know becomes I don't know. What you becomes what you. So it sounds like I don't know what you did last night. Also, we don't say last night very clearly. We drop the T sound, so it becomes last night. Say it with me. I don't know what you did last night. Again. I don't know what you did last night. Good. This is called connected speech. This is how native speakers actually talk. And if you don't train your ears for this, you will feel lost in real conversations. But now you're starting to understand it. Stay with me. Now let's move to question number 5. What would a native speaker say? A. I go to work every day at 8. B. Every day at 8, I go to work. C. Both are correct. Say your answer. Don't wait. The correct answer is C. Both are correct. Say it. Both are correct. Good. Now listen carefully. This is important. The meaning is almost the same, but the focus changes. If you say, every day I go to work at 8, you are emphasizing every day. Not once, not sometimes, but every single day. Now say, every day I go to work at 8. Good. But if you say, I go to work every day at 8, you are emphasizing I. Not your friend, not your brother, you. Say it. I go to work every day at 8. Good. English works like this. You can change word order to change focus, and you can also change stress to change meaning. For example, I like dogs. Now say it. I like dogs. Here, you are emphasizing dogs, not cats. Now say, I like dogs. This time, you are emphasizing I. That's how natural English works. Good. You made it. Most people don't reach this part, but you did. Now, let's finish this. This was just a quick test to give you a general idea of your English level, not a full test. If you want a full test, you can find many online, but those take more time. Now, how many answers did you get right? Be honest. If you got 0 or 1 correct, you are closer to a beginner level, and that's completely okay. If you got 2 or 3 correct, you are at an intermediate level. And if you got 4 or 5 correct, you are closer to an advanced level. Again, this is not exact, but it gives you a clear direction. Now think about this. You don't need years to start speaking. You need the right practice. And you just did it. You listened, you answered, You spoke. That's real progress. Now tell me in the comments, how many did you get right? Which question was easy? Which one was difficult? I want to know. If this helped you, subscribe to Fluent Core English. Because here, we don't just learn English, we speak it. And don't miss the next video because next, you will practice real conversations and answer without freezing. Keep going, keep speaking. I'll see you in the next session.